I broke this.
What did you break?
The chair.
You broke. We just started. You broke the chair.
Yeah.
Thank God no one can see this.
Would you like me to wait for later?
No.
Okay.
No. Just don't ever break the chair.
I wasn't trying. I just
all
sat down. It's a long way from standing up to this chair. It's a very low chair. It's a very comfortable chair. The one that you sink into. Yes, I feel better.
I see you sinking. Mm-hmm. I think we started. We've started.
You pressed the button?
I didn't press a button. Someone pressed a button. They hit play on their computer, and bam, here we are.
Oh, okay.
Tell them what they're here to hear. Ooh,
Well,
is that right?
you're
Can I
here
do
to
that?
hear us. This is this show that we were talking about a couple of weeks ago, where we tell you stuff that happened with us. Us being the Terror Twins, in case you didn't know.
That's right. In case you couldn't read it, right there on your screen.
On your screen.
And hopefully you're not reading it while driving. That would be bad.
Yes, doing anything while driving's bad. You should never do anything when you're driving, ever.
Don't even drive.
Yeah.
Especially this weekend.
Get
what
out.
a terrible
Uber.
weekend to drive. Did you say goober? Uber.
Goober?
Goober.
I said Uber.
Uber.
Yeah.
Yes. Uber. Hey, I'm not going to slander Uber, but even sometimes they scare the bloody hell out of me.
Yeah, but when they do it, it's not my fault.
That is true.
Yeah,
that is true.
So, and that's what's important. It's not so much whether or not you make mistakes. It's whether you're the one making the mistakes.
Right.
Let someone else make them for you.
If you're in an Uber and they just pile through an old lady, are you responsible?
No. See how that works? Someone else takes
Right,
it.
so see, I don't need a lawyer. We're
Right.
good. Yeah.
There you go.
So,
Glad I could help.
Yeah, so hello, Lord Philip. Good to see you.
Hello, Dickie.
Staying in focus. Because you certainly weren't this weekend.
What's that? This focus?
No, in focus
this weekend.
this weekend.
I had no intention. I believe I gave everyone a heads up, too.
That you were going to be blurry?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, all right. Wait, so you were blurry on purpose, or it was because we were just slightly intoxicated?
Because we were intoxicated.
All right.
And again, we all had plenty of warning.
Yes.
Everyone
you did.
saw this coming.
Yes, they did. Yes, they did.
And so it was.
Right, and they heard it coming.
Yes.
The British are coming to Pensacola, Florida.
And we did. We came.
Yes, we did.
Yes.
And this is our assessment of the damage, what we quite remember, because
$2.1 billion in property damages, 413 deaths with 1,083 injuries.
is that what happened? No, but it could have had we had that one extra shot. But we knew when to quit, and we saved a town full of beautiful people. I believe.
I don't remember how it ended.
I don't either. I'm slightly fuzzy on how it began. I do know it was a packed house at Seville Quarter.
Oh, yeah, it was a wonderful audience.
Yes, they
Wonderful
are.
audience.
They are, and they were
very
loud.
enthusiastic. Yes,
Yes.
so it was a very good show.
Very good. They
Thank you
always
very
are.
much, Pensacola. You were beautiful as always.
Yes, we really appreciate that because when it's an empty room, it's weird.
Yeah, for one, you can't see anyone.
Right, that's true. But it was very good.
Yeah.
We pulled up, or we didn't pull up. I pulled up later, but the brand new RV pulled up right there. We got to park right in the front. That could have.
So weird.
That was so weird. Wait,
We
what was,
drove the
That's right, you
RV
rode-
to-
you rode
Yeah, I
that,
rode
yeah.
in it, and it was the first time we've put it on the road, and people kept honking.
Well, explain now that the RV is now wrapped. It's
Yes,
not just a regular
It-
RV.
It's wrapped in a graphic which shows the Molly Ringwalds and the band's sponsor, which is Melinda's Hot Sauce.
Yes. Ooh,
and,
you got that in. Very nice, and we don't have to do that again.
Yeah, so.
Anyway,
Now-
go.
So they owe me money now. Ha ha ha. Anyway, so the RV's completely wrapped, head to toe, absolutely. And people keep, as they pass by, they wave at us and, hey, hey. And we're like, and we're waving. And I'm thinking, oh, are you on fire? Is there something wrong?
Right.
What is this? Something open? Because usually when you're in the vehicle and people are flagging you down, you're thinking, oh, I have a flat.
Right.
There's a light out. We're on fire.
Or like they did when we were in Texas and the guy's like waving and I didn't realize I had the side still pushed out. We were just
Okay, see? Yes.
going right down the road.
Right,
That was embarrassing.
right. Well, as it turned out, we had just forgotten that the RV was wrapped
Right.
logo and graphic, and they were just being appreciative. So
They were.
Yeah.
Either that or they really love Melinda's hot sauce.
That's it. Oh, no. There was a couple of times we had parked at a gas station. I didn't get to take a picture, but there was someone who clearly did not look like the sort to have been a fan of ours. But
Plus he ran
hot
up.
sauce looked like it would have been his thing.
Didn't he run up with a bowl of gumbo?
He didn't run at all.
Oh, okay. Oh, then no, then
He was
yeah.
in a
no.
he was in a vehicle. He was driving.
Oh, okay. So he rolled up. All right.
Rolled up.
I
Yes,
got you.
that wasn't gangster term. He literally rolled up. He was in a car,
Okay.
not rolling down the street, smoking ando, sipping on gin and juice, laid back,
with
honey.
his mind on Melinda's.
Yes.
And Melinda's on his mind. Yeah.
Right. Yes.
I got you.
All right.
I got you. And see, and you don't have to do any push-ups when you say literally, because I think you could use it in that
he
context.
was literally doing it. Also, in going with the theme of myself and my history of hot sauce, I was sweating the entire time I was in the RV.
But you sweat anyway. You sweat when you eat hot sushi.
So, hot.
It's like spicy tuna.
Hot.
Yeah.
There's a hot sauce theme I've got going on. And
So,
I was eating bologna sandwiches in the RV, sweating because it was wrapped in hot sauce.
yes, hot sauce, hot tub.
sauce.
Everything's hot about you, Lord. Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, so the RV, so apparently it's working. People are loving it no matter what. Either we're going to draw it to you or the giant bottle of the hot sauce, but either way,
It's working in so much that we had it wrapped using the English language that, as it turns out, is the native language of these United States of America.
Well,
And our faces are in focus, and so is the bottle.
well, careful what you say. It's the native language of those who came over to make it the native language. I'm sure that the Cherokee will be a little bit upset with the, wait a minute, not
Hey,
native, in whatever language they would
there
say.
are no do-overs. There are no do-overs.
Okay. I'm not doing it over.
Okay.
I'm just making sure I don't get a spear
Yes,
through my.
apparently, you know.
So, well, until we came over and killed them all.
Winner stands. It's like when you play when you play billiards, and the winner stays on the table and the loser has to go somewhere else, and that's how apparently that is what America is. America is winner stands. So
Right.
if you win, you get to keep America. If you lose, you have to go somewhere else.
So it's like a giant game of make it, take it. That's
Right.
Okay, I got
Right.
you. Right.
Yes, and that's a lot like building empires.
Yes.
We win. You have to stop being you.
Right.
Aha.
Yes. Here, we've destroyed your Death Star. Oh, that's a nerd moment.
What's that? Death Star?
Yeah.
Does that even count as a
As a star?
nerd moment anymore?
Oh.
Who doesn't know what a Death Star is?
I don't,
Everyone knows what it is.
they know what it is. They just don't throw it into a conversation. Just hello,
I
Death
don't see
Star.
why not.
They should.
It's a Death Star.
Right.
What does it do?
It does death.
Right.
Speaking of Death Star, though, let me describe Seville Quarter.
It's there.
Yeah, and it could be the death of you. This place is enormous. If you have not been downtown Pensacola to Seville Quarter, you are weird, or you just don't live anywhere near there and haven't gotten there yet.
Well, maybe you're just weird.
Right, at both. But this place is great. It's got the big room that we play in, which I believe is big.
Right.
And there's another place that's a medium room. They call it medium. Yeah.
Medium, right.
And then there's a piano bar that they call the piano bar.
Assworthy was playing in the medium room,
Yeah,
right?
she was. She was playing in the medium room there.
Right.
Sarah. Now, that was after the show. We saw Sarah.
Right.
And Sarah had seen us there. Sarah Asworth's in a band called A Flock of Sea Monkeys.
Right.
Yes, which is a great name for a band. A Flock of Sea Monkeys.
And she's a great Assworthy, which is...
Right. Well, Randy named her. That is her Molly name. It's not her real name.
You know what?
But
I like
yes,
Asworthy
yes, you
better.
know what? It is. She's the Asworthys of the Hampton Asworthys.
Hampton Assworthys.
Yes, and not the Hampton Inn, the Hamptons
Asworthys.
of Minnesota. I don't know where they're from, but anyway, Sarah was there. Great band. It was really fun.
Yep.
From what I can remember. Mm-hmm. At that point, we because we were just after the show looking around for Scott Booker. Now Scott.
How long did that take?
Well, not long. When we got there, he was there.
Yeah.
With, I believe,
Shots.
It had to be what? At least 7 or 18
Look
shots.
on Instagram. The shots that are on Instagram was the first shot across the bow, which happened approximately 2 hours, maybe an hour and a half before the show.
Whatever the timestamp is on that. Oh, I don't know. No, I probably couldn't send it because you can't get a signal in there. You can't get a signal. And remember, we tried to do a live
Oh,
shot coming
right.
out. We were gonna film the line that was going in because the line was ridiculous. It was like I don't know.
Yes. It's ridiculous. Don't form a queue. Just all run in.
Right. This is the end of the line. You know, it's very big line of normal sized people, but it was not. And we wanted to get that. We wanted to capture that moment and talk to people, but for some reason they just blocked the signal. So
Yeah.
I was very upset about that until. But we were able to do a live video from the Molly page, and that was fun.
Good.
And that was in fact, Scott Booker made an appearance. So if you see the large, like not large but tall gentleman there,
Yes.
and I think we might have even mentioned his name. There he was. He made it. So if you want to get a shot of him, he's in some of the pictures too on Instagram.
Very good.
Yeah, and those are in focus because at least the camera manages to lay off the sauce while we snap it.
No chance of having that happen with me. So
That's true. That's true. I've seen some of your photos.
we're gonna have to hire a photographer if we insist on.
But what the hell happened to Scott by the end of the night? Because he disappeared.
Oh,
Like
we were
just-
in that back room where they have the sort of patio. A
It's
little
end of the
patio.
alley is what they call it.
Well, it is at the end of the alley.
Right.
So yeah, and I couldn't
Yeah,
tell.
they're not- yeah,
I
it's not
couldn't tell
really
you. There was a woman.
Mystery there.
There was a woman who had come in about halfway through the show, and she's waving. And she's like, ah. And so I wave, ah.
How's that
And-
again? That's beautiful. That's beautiful.
Yes, I
man.
know.
All right.
Anyway, she would grab me afterwards and say, "Hey, do you remember me?" And I said, "No," because I didn't remember her. And she said, "Well, you were here before. You were at some festival we played out. We took pictures." Oh, that's brilliant. Yeah, I don't remember you.
Right.
A very nice person.
Right.
She tells me, "Yes, I lost 30 pounds." I said, "Well, that could have something to do with me not knowing who you are.
Right.
I haven't seen you since you lost 30 pounds. People look different when they lose weight.
Yes.
People look different when they gain weight. But
is true.
30 pounds is a considerable amount of weight. You do go through an appearance change.
Yes, yes, you do.
And seeing as I had only met this woman once in my life, the odds of me remembering her were none and none.
Right.
Right?
0.0.
Right.
I believe it's.
However, that didn't keep her from being shocked
Yeah. I know.
at this. You don't remember me. And she kept going. She followed us to the end of the alley.
See, she followed you because I don't remember her,
Oh, I do. You
and
know
I
why?
probably would have offended.
You know why I remembered her?
I don't.
Because she kept asking me if I remembered her.
I've got people like that too.
I don't know why.
Do you remember me? Because 2 minutes ago I asked that. Do you still remember? Are we still here? Maybe she was checking on your level of sobriety.
So
Do you
here's a
remember me?
question for
Yes.
everyone.
Do you remember me? Yes. Do you remember me? No. Oh, time to leave.
Here's a question for everyone. How important is it that anyone remembers you?
You ask, is this rhetorical? Are you asking
Yes.
me?
I mean, just in general, anyone who's listening, feel free to answer us. Is there a way that people could, like, we could ask questions of people and they could answer us?
We could. We should set up something before the next one. Like, hey, ask us some questions and we'll read them out.
Yeah.
If we get send us. a
Well,
little-
you could start with that question right there. How important is it that I remember you?
Yeah.
Because it's really not that important.
Well, it's not. But here, you know what I love when people give you this? Like, well, damn it, I remember you. It's like, well, of course you do. They said my name like 15
You know,
times on
do
the
you
stage.
remember me? No, I don't remember you. Oh, well, I remember you. Oh, well, fuck off.
Right, yeah. Well, because I'm you and you're me. No, you're me. No, fuck it, you know what I meant.
And it's not that people aren't important, because everyone, they are.
Everyone's important, but I
and
wanna
it's
tell
very
some-
important that they took the time to come out and say hello and hi, how are you, and that sort of thing, and have a drink
Right.
and a conversation. It's a wonderful, and I don't mind if you ask. I mind when I say no, usually, and then people get offended.
Right.
And when they get offended, I become sort of, I feel like a bit of a piece of shit because, I don't want to forget people.
Right.
I just do. It's rather easy.
I just tell everybody what they should do. It's like, you don't remember me? No, I don't. I can't believe it. Well, you should. You know what? You want me to remember you? Get your own 80s tribute band. There
No,
you
not
go.
even then.
Then if I come to see you,
I
your
didn't.
name will probably cross my mind a little easier
No,
than hello, I'm Shirley.
Let me tell you how confident I am that I just do not remember people. I was playing some ridiculous game this afternoon with my wife and one of my cousins, whereby
And you can't
take
remember
a
your
card.
wife's name?
No.
Oh.
But that's not this. Where you put a card on your forehead and it has a name and
I saw that in Inglourious Bastards. Is that game?
It's awful. It is so awful.
The game or the movie?
The game.
Okay.
And and I would guess, and I would immediately stop at a point. So like I would say, am I a person? Yes. Do I have a proper name? They said yes. I quit. Right there. I didn't even wait to start guessing the proper name.
Did you think you were that girl that kept asking you if you remembered her?
No. No.
Okay, I just thought maybe they wrote her name on there to really test you.
No, I knew immediately as soon as it was going to be a proper name, no amount of questions were ever going to get the name back into my head. So Ronald McDonald, no.
What was the name? Do you
Ronald
Oh, it was
McDonald.
Ronald McDonald.
Yeah,
You couldn't go like
Didn't even try.
That's terrible. You quit way too soon.
Why? Do you think there's a possibility that under a certain line of questions, you could get me to?
Well, they might have lied to you. I mean, it's a proper name, but it's a character's name.
It's a character's name, but it would have required me to ask the proper questions for them to give me the proper answers, so
lot
that
of
I
proper-
could come up with the name.
Proper name. All
Right.
I guess.
But even then, it was never going to happen. So I
right.
decided to,
what would you have rathered they had written on
I'd
this
rather
card?
I had a different card, like a card that said toothbrush or lawnmower. I know what those are.
So if you say it's a thing, your questions are going to be just as difficult.
I
There's
didn't
a
say-
lot more things.
But I have a better chance of figuring out what a thing or a place is.
Well, I'll tell you what
than a
we'll do.
person.
One of these shows, we'll play that game and we'll see. I'll give you
We'll
a
be
thing.
here forever.
That's true. Well, we've only got 30 minutes. They might cut us off like they did last week.
Like hell, it'll be a
Don't pull on my thing, man.
Oh
No, not that thing.
crap!
Yeah, there you go.
I'm breaking things. It'll be to be continued. It'll be like one of those.
We'll just come back and continue.
cliffhanger episodes and then you have to come back and it's just still us recording me going through the questions and getting these answers and not getting the thing on my head. It'll be
Right.
like the
Like
Jump the
Cliff-
Shark
Jump the
episode
Shark
with the.
No, you're bringing up old cliffhanger. old cliffhanger. What's that? Trivia.
I believe the saying here in the States is there is no shame in my game.
That's true.
Right.
There's no, but apparently there was shame in your card game. And you know who else was at the end of the alley over there? Was Alan Strom, the weatherman.
No, I didn't
talk
see
to
him.
You didn't talk. Oh, you were too busy trying to figure. You were playing that card game with your girl, and didn't get a chance to see Alan.
You're getting. There was no card game.
I know. I was just throwing it in.
just thought you'd throw that in
Just
there.
to make the story weirder.
Embellishing.
Right. Well, yeah.
You want to embellish?
I know.
Tell me what you did. Where were you?
Oh, well, I was playing the card game with Alan Strom.
Okay, go ahead.
Yes.
Go
No,
ahead.
no. He was there, though. His beautiful new bride was not. Kate, she was not there. She had left. I think they tag teamed out of there. Like, she was there for the show.
They did what?
And then, no, hold on. Calm down there. Let's get back to, no gutter humor here.
Really?
She was there for the show.
What about alley humor?
Well, it's, what, the end of the Alan?
End of the Allen humor.
Yes. Well, yes. She was there for the show,
Right.
and I think she went home.
Okay.
And Alan showed up.
Right.
And, maybe I've never seen the two of them together in the same room. Maybe
Now
they're
you're
the
thinking
same
they're the
person.
same person.
They're not. I've seen them together before. We've hung out with Alan before.
We have?
Yes.
Okay.
You know Alan. I know.
I know Alan.
I'll
I
give you a picture later. We'll
I
do
just
flash.
didn't-
We'll
I
do
didn't
flashcards.
see Alan.
Yes. Well, he was there, and that was and he was actually in my phone the next morning. Like I looked at him. Oh, there it is. When you go back to look for proof of what you did, like what the hell happened? Oh, there's Alan and
I believe, as I remember things, I saw at the end of the alley, I saw Booker, blonde, guy, blonde, woman who will not leave me alone because I don't know her. Very nice person, by the
Right,
way.
right.
I don't want to make it sound like she was something like an awful. Oh, she was terrible.
Well,
you know, she
here-
wasn't awful. She was just a,
All right, here's a
she sort of made
question.
me feel like a dick. You
Right.
know,
What was her name?
I don't know.
See, because we didn't come to that, so you still don't remember it.
No.
Oh.
I had no intention. After she bugged me about it long enough, I sort of felt like, well, you know what? How about this? How about I just don't ever learn your name. I just go, Yeah, I remember you.
And we'll just play this game every time you come back.
Yeah, why
You remember
not?
me? Sure do. And you know what? I bet. When we go back, she's going to pull the same thing. And you might actually remember
It was some
her.
of the most
Maybe not her
boring
name.
conversation. I think I accelerated my drinking. Okay, because of this.
All right.
Like, okay.
Would you like that in a shot glass? No, give me a bucket.
Just-
because, this is going to be a while.
Yes. Do you have something with a handle?
Right.
Right.
Oh, yeah. See, because
It's
I
all something
normally
with a handle.
accelerate my feet, away.
No, I unfortunately will stand for, as long as we're standing someplace where I can divert myself, I will stand through anything. And a bar is a wonderful way to pretend that that you're interested in whatever's going on,
Right.
or when you're not really interested. I want to say that this is really why a lot of things like poetry readings and music venues have bars in them. In the event that you're not really interested in whatever's going on, well, you
Right.
can at least stand by the bar and pretend you're interested.
Right. Like if
Yes.
somebody goes, hey, I'm going to tell you all about keeping bees. Hold on. Let me go get a drink.
Get a little further.
Right. Yes.
No, too close to the
Wait,
stage
where
and
you
too far
going?
away from the bar.
You're going to the bar? No, not this one. I'm going to a bar uptown.
right.
Yes. All right.
Going to another bar.
Yes. So that question we asked, well, another question I'd like to ask though, because before Scott Booker disappeared,
Mm-hmm.
and that's it. What are his whereabouts? If anyone knows what happened to Scott
I
Booker,
don't know. He does
send
this.
us a message.
This is becoming his MO. I think, and I can agree with him on this point. He gets to a point where he drinks, and then there's something in him that says, "I'm done," and he doesn't announce it to anyone.
no,
he
he
simply
he
it
took
is-
off like a drunk ninja. He was gone.
It's over, right? When it's over, it is over, and he feels it, and without a word
He
to anyone,
ascends.
he gets up,
Yeah.
goes away, and never comes back. The last time, not this past, but the one before, I was at one of the small restaurant, sort of in the front, and we were sitting there, and I had just bought a round of shots, and two or three of us were still there. I bought 4 or 5 shots, and I bought one for Scott, and it came, and then Scott got up, and we drank our shots, and we kept talking, and then for whatever reason I turned, and the shot's still there, but Booker had been gone for a good 20 minutes.
What happened to the shot? I'm not
Oh,
so
I
concerned
drank
at this-
it.
Okay, good. 'Cause
Yeah.
they're like sober children in Africa. You've got to take that shot.
Oh, I will never. Yes,
All right. So, yeah. You can never leave that there.
I
That's-
watch those commercials
What,
late at
so-
night.
so-
Sarah McLachlan. Yeah,
Send this child a drink?
right.
Oh, man. Really? What channel are you watching?
38.
Because normally it's like that meme, which I'm Sarah McLachlan and I'm here to ruin your fucking day.
And seeing sober children typically doesn't.
Yeah,
yes.
that's true. Well, I don't know. The children are our future. Our fuzzy, fuzzy future. So, yeah, he's gone. So, hey, good. So you did drink the shot. We did. Did we never? We found him though. We did find him.
When?
This is before the show. So he was at the show. He was on the side. He was by us.
No, I didn't lose him before the show.
Oh, this was after the
This was-
show. Okay.
What I'm speaking of isn't the this past Friday. I'm speaking of
Yes.
the show
Oh, before that.
before that. Right.
Oh, yeah.
It wasn't before the show. It was the show before the last show.
Right.
At the end, he had had enough to drink, and instead of saying, "I have to go," bye,
He just. Poof.
he just got up, walked out,
That's that drunk star exit.
and that was the end. Well, I have been known to do that.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So nothing personal.
Right.
Fuck off.
Yes. Just don't do that when I'm your ride or anything else. Oh,
No.
if
Well,
you're mine.
Uber
But then again, yeah, Uber.
or walking.
Right, and we could have walked. So we
Yes.
in Soleil, and it's not far. Which, speaking of
What?
that hotel,
Soleil?
Soleil,
What's wrong with it?
there's nothing wrong with it. Well, that's not true. Hold on, let me get to that part. First of all, the fella at the checkout desk, at the clerk there, when we got there,
Yeah.
and you needed a key,
Right.
because I had a room, and you
Right.
needed a key,
Right.
and we went on about how I have a room, but bass players never get a room of their own.
No.
But he was a saxophone player, he said.
Yeah.
He said he had a room.
Okay.
Why would he have a room then?
Because he's a saxophone
Oh,
player.
okay. Well, there. See, that's the amazing thing. He's a saxophone player. He's got room before you do. You don't even need one. Well,
Because
whatever.
he's the saxophone
But
player.
I guess. Well, you both. Doesn't he do bass?
I
too,
thought
sir?
we'd established this. As a bass player, I am a second-class citizen, and this
Hey, but at
this
least you get to
exists in all countries. This is an international law, people. This
Right.
is an international law. As a bass player, I am, by law, a second-class citizen. If I wish to gain true citizenship anywhere, in any country, anywhere, I will have to learn another instrument or become more interesting in some other way.
All right, well, and that's what hopefully this show will do. But here's the thing, though. When there's a band and they've got all the instruments there, the bass player usually up front, where's the keyboard player?
I don't know.
He's in the back.
Yeah, I know.
You don't know because you never turn around and look at him.
And yet, for whatever reason,
And sometimes they're not even on the bloody stage.
and yet, for whatever reason, they still get laid before the bass player. Mm.
Well, all
You know,
right. Touche,
I'm
my friend.
relatively certain they could set you up outside and you'd still get laid before I would.
Right. Well, but getting to the point of the what's wrong with that hotel is the next morning. In fact, the room spins in the morning. I don't know what that's all about. The bloody room spins.
It's small,
Yeah, look. I got in the shower, I felt like a giant.
which is very small.
Right.
It's like
okay, whoa, slow down.
it's a box.
Slow down. All right, it's very small. You're coming off that it's small. You're saying that I'm not a very. I don't know if you've noticed this.
Okay.
You know where we are.
Just to clarify, you're short and it was small.
Oh, thanks. All right, that's okay. Good.
Okay.
Just making sure
All right.
that you were being. Next time, I won't remember you. But the now this. I mean, look. I'm 6 foot. I'm just under 6'5".
Just under, huh?
When I'm standing under someone who has a sign that says 6'5", about 9 inches above me. The shower handle it's like
Right there.
Right, and I had to bend down. I felt good though. So maybe it's not a disadvantage. Maybe I do like that hotel. You know what? They should all be that way,
Yeah.
especially for Liam Thunders. They should.
Yes.
yeah,
Well,
yeah.
I can't speak for Liam. Obviously, he probably has the problem far more than I do. But I can tell you that I rather enjoy taking showers standing up, which was difficult.
Oh
in
yeah,
that
yeah,
shower.
yeah. And you have the sit down shower. And we did manage to go to Revolver Records right across the street.
That's the guy's name
Eric.
was Eric.
Yes. So you remember him?
Oh yeah.
But that's because he had already had the 30-pound shed way before. So
Well, that and he didn't ask me if I remembered who he was.
That's
because
also
I clearly
true.
did not.
And then he
also he didn't care.
right, and then he volunteered. Hello, I'm Eric. Had a
Eric,
great.
yes.
He had Dickie English doll up on a.
I
Although
bought
they
it.
call it a Pee Wee Herman doll.
I bought things. We talked about the Pee Wee Herman and
Yes, and that you hate Ryan Adams.
right.
So
Other things of such.
don't know why you
I
hate
do
him.
not hate Ryan Adams. I just don't like Ryan Adams.
well, we'll have to do something about.
I hate Kanye West.
it. Ooh, all right. Well, I'm with you there.
Oh, not personally. I don't know the man. Then again, I don't know Ryan Adams either.
Right.
All I can speak of is based upon their art and their performance. Ryan Adams has done nothing to make me want to purchase an album, whereas Kanye West has done nothing to make me not want to punch him.
Yeah. Well, I've seen enough things that Kanye West has done. Just on the telly.
He has a punchable face.
Hey,
You have to admit, the man does have a very punch. Like, I'm not saying he's ugly or there's anything in
No,
particular
it's not a
wrong with him,
punchable
but for some reason, when I see his face, and it doesn't help that he speaks, but when he does,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He's got punchable mouth.
which is located on his face,
Right.
don't you just want to punch him sometimes?
Yeah, I do. I don't know, but I don't want to. He's a genius.
Yeah.
With
I love punching
bunny rabbit
geniuses.
ears. Yeah.
Nicki Minaj, I'd like to punch her too.
Yeah,
Just
I don't
not
know.
so much on her face.
Right, just any time.
Actually, not so much punch.
Thank God that they didn't
Okay,
show
I
up
would
there.
like to something, just not necessarily punch her into something, not necessarily her face.
All right.
That's called being vague.
That is being vague. That's
Thank
almost
you.
as vague as, don't you remember me?
Do I remember you?
Right.
No.
See? No, I'm just talking like the vagueness of that whole thing.
Oh.
When she was there.
Don't you want me, baby?
If I'm not mistaken, I think Kanye West is walking through the door
Oh,
right now.
get him in here.
Yeah,
He
he's coming.
deserves it. Come here.
Kanye, what you got to say? You got something